Alright everybody, welcome to Trick Trap. This is also released as Labyrinth Runner. It's a Konami arcade game and it's a little bit of a hidden gem. Alright, I'm gonna jump right into it. There'll be some downtime at the end during the closing sequence to explain some stuff. Right, and go. Alright, here's the plot. Ah, Papaya! There's Princess Papaya, Devil, and it's helpfully indicated the location of the castle. Alright, so this game has two buttons. One to shoot and one to switch weapons. At the beginning, you just have the shoot weapon, but then you can pick up these bees for tossing a bomb, kind of a grenade, and you can also pick up stars to fire a laser. We'll toss some bombs over there to get that guy who's hidden away. The game has several quite short levels. It's not a long game. We're going to hustle through this first level and take on our first boss. Yeah, so these little moles that hide in the holes are our source of power-ups on the first level. And just like that, we're on the first boss. And the pitter-patter of little feet as we run up to the castle wall. After each stage, you have kind of a little intro from the game designer or the dungeon master. Many dangers lie ahead. Alright, just then, at 30,000 points, we actually got a first extra life. It's sort of a participation trophy extra life. Alright. Got a little sloppy, but that's okay. This is a game where recovery from death is very doable. There we go. We got our bombs back. Yeah, the grenades arc gracefully. They cover a good amount of space. The downside is if things are not directly up from you, it can be really tough to hit them with the bomb. Yeah, this is some good early Konami. The participation award extra life is similar to something they had in Gradius, if I remember right. Alright, we blew up the face. That boss is a little hard because of the lasers that he fires, but you're safe if you stand on the very far right of the screen. Your path is more perilous, ha ha ha. Alright, now on this stage we have a mission, and it is to pick up 2 lightning bolts and then get out. Alright, so we'll take the other power-ups, but what we really want are the lightning bolts. The lightning bolts, you hit both buttons at once. You can use those to fire off a bomb that clears out the whole screen. We're going to need that after the maze for the hardest boss in the game. Even though he appears only about halfway through the game, he is the hardest. Alright, so somewhere in here... There we go. There's our first lightning bolt. We've completed half of our shopping list. Up at the top you can see there's a time limit. It's plenty if you're not dawdling around or leeching out for points and items. There we go. Shopping trip is complete. Now we have part 2 of the maze. It's not that difficult of a maze. It's more a matter of making sure that nobody flies through unexpectedly and kills you off than it is finding a path through. Alright, switch weapons, and here we are on the next boss. Got him! Alright, that is the hardest part of the game. He fires a lot of shots that bounce in unpredictable ways. By the way, this is the Kingdom of Vegetaria, where apparently they have vegetables, and yet papaya is a fruit. Alright, so this is a classic minecart stage where you have to maneuver in the right direction. You also have to worry about these guys firing at you. This is the level that will probably derail your run your first time through because you sort of need to know which routes are dead ends. This is a level that can be hard if you're powered down, because it's not easy to blow up the boulders fast enough. Alright, there we go. And here we're already on section 4. Now let's have some fun, by which he means another boss battle. Alright, now in the first room of the castle, we're going to abuse our invincibility or our iframes and just cruise up to the top left. So we didn't even need to worry about any of those guys. These guys look like they're smoking cigars and firing off the smoke at you. So we've escaped the harmful smoke. And now we have the millipede. It's only vulnerable at its back end, which can be hard to hit when it's coming right at you. This has a good, ominous feel of the unstoppable pursuer, because it takes a lot of pepper before it dies. It's also very good, ominous music, even though it sounds a little bit like a cat running up and down a piano keyboard. It's got that great, ominous vibe. If you lose your cool, you can easily get killed off on this boss, but it is not the hardest. And now we come to the final room. We've got some little dudes with attitudes, and then this thing. Oof. Alright, this is okay. This is okay. Oh, we're still good. We're still good. And we got him! Like Contra, it gives you a bunch of extra lives at the end when it's too late to use them. Alright, and that is a clear... Oh yeah, time. That is a clear of Trick Trap. There's two routes in that castle. We could have gone to the right and fought a fire breather. We went to the left and fought the smoking dudes on on clouds. Yeah, this has a very nice, comfy, cozy soundtrack. You know, they didn't have to be as elaborate, but there's things like 2 different minecart themes and this really nice closing credit theme. Yeah, this has, I saw in chat, people were talking how it has a little bit of a Contra vibe, the way it has short stages that kind of switch perspectives. I can imagine a parallel universe where they made an NES port of this instead of Contra, and we got a bunch of sequels of this. US or Japan version, I think they play about the same. I think I've cleared both, and I don't remember if I noticed a big difference. Yeah, there is no speedrun.com track for this yet, but in honor of this run, I think I'm going to go ahead and start one. I don't know that I'll post the greatest time, but this is I think a pretty good target for a speed game. It's easy to pick up. It's fairly forgiving of mistakes, what with the extra lives, and it's also short. Attempts take, under 10 minutes. Yeah, so this is Konami at their late 80s, maybe not best, but very solid. All right, this is pretty much all there is, except entering my initials. After that, we'll switch off for a minute, and then I will return soon with Outzone. Let's be, how about a heart, and then a star, and a footprint. Those are my initials. All right, with that, I will sign off until it's time for Outzone.